Morning everyone, hope you had a good weekend. Lovely weather we've got at the moment. It's getting warmer all week, it's going to be about 28 degrees, which is quite warm. They used to call it Flaming June in the UK. Maybe that's going to come true. So quite a bit of cloud about, but it's a fair day. Right, I'm going to carry on with these. Ooh, about this little brush, it's sort of let it stay, I think. I'll just give it a whack with the hammers because the pins might be moving out that I put in. Put it on the little vise. Well, that solved the problem. That's nice and solid in there now. These are 1-inch varnish brushes, and I've got a 2-inch there, but I shall wore that one out. Probably doing oil painting with them. Anyway, that's an ideal one, but it's worn out now and it does nice things because it's sort of a random shape now. This is more what it should have been like, although this one is a bit long. The bristles of this one is longer than I expected. But I've been using these for years. Not this particular one, they wear out, but eventually you have to buy some more. Well, these were the last two I bought from Curtis Ward. But they're Pro Arts, 1-inch. Look, you see that one's a bit shorter. It's a bit better. These are a little bit, tiny bit floppy, maybe. So anyway, I'm going to draw. What's this? It's a pencil here. So I sharpened it from the wrong end. So it's a woodworker's pencil, I think, carpenter's pencil. We'll do. Bit of blue, trees, horizon coming through here. Probably the same down here. Let's just sort of blue in there. Trees. Right. Okay. So it's, colours. I've got this orange, which I might use with the blue to get some neutral tones. I've been watching a Danish painter, and that's what she does. Very nice person. She's got many videos up on YouTube though, but the ones she's got are very, very good. I would highly recommend watching her if you like this type of painting. I was also looking at another artist who was demonstrating sort of abstract landscape painting with watercolour, but you need quite a thick paper, of £200 paper maybe. But he locks it in with masking tape. Well, I wouldn't do that myself. But unless you shrink the paper and wait till it's dry before you work on it, that should be all right. But it's all time consuming. It's okay if you've got a lot of time and you're making lots of money, but I'm not, and so I just get on with what I have at hand. But we've got here cadmium red, ultramarine, this cadmium orange, some burnt sienna, cadmium yellow deep, and some yellow ochre. It's still wet. Haven't used the palette since Saturday, so it's pretty good. I had to put out a couple of colours. And white, titanium white and Payne's grey. So I'm going to mix a bit of a blue colour with a bit of blue. So let's just put some in. I'm not going to make them the same, but to start with, they will be a little bit Right. Bit of landscape here. Bit of a scarp. Then we'll put a bit of the old usual. Right, let's put a bit of that grey. Let's try and see what that looks like. A bit of white. Get a sort of a nice warm grey. Bit more of this, bit more of that. Oh, that's pretty interesting, look at that. I've been looking for that sort of colour. Got a bit of oak. Oh, it's dry, look. Table's a bit wobbly. Let's see if I can just pull the leg. But I've got the back leg of this mapper easel, box easel, balanced on a brick, so I have to be careful that it doesn't fall off. I don't know why. There was a design of it. It means that when you put the legs down, the back leg is much lower than the two front legs. So it's all right when you. I use this easel for demonstrating, and it's very good. But I don't really want to carry a brick around with me because so I can sit at the easel, which I like doing. Go over that, do like that. Line that a bit. So it's a good grey, isn't it? Right, okay, that's a start. Living in the suburbs of London, South London suburbs, I have to make these up because we've got Beddington farmland, which is a wide open space above an incinerator that the council forced on everybody. Massive, taking waste from everywhere. And they built a school nearby. That's stupid. Just work away at these. I mean, whatever you put down, you can change quite quickly. Let's have a bit of Payne's grey in there. Payne's grey. Payne's grey makes a very nice grey. A bit of orange there. Hold on, I'm still watching on catch up here. Breakfast. No, turn it off. Hello there. Right, let's get bit more light on that sky. So burst yellow is very good skyliner rather than ochre. You see the paper buckles. It's a very good paper, but it does have the tendency to. But it's thin and it's not a watercolour paper. All right, let's get a bit of that grey colour. Just feather it a bit. Alright, let's go back over that with a bit of grey. Bit of blue, bit of Payne's grey. A bit more blue in that, I think. I'm not in. Right. Let's put a bit of background in now. Let's clean the brush. Got a bit of toweling. Well, I've got it here. But I like just to do that with it. Got some on the floor. That's why the brush gets worn out, because I'm sort of always using that corner. I could turn it over, but I'm used to it that way now. I did use I was thinking of the watercolour. I did a painting last week with using a particular yellow. It was a cadmium yellow light. I think it was from Jackson's. It was a super colour mixed with the yellow. Oh, brilliant. So there we are. So now let's get some bit of just a bit of that in. We could even have a bit of water in that one, but I'll have to get rid of that. That's dried already, not. Well, let's get a bluey grey then for water. Going uphill there. Got a bit of sand in there. Let's try it. Well, I'm going to brighten that up now a bit. Oh, it's the wrong colour. Immediately thinking of the Essex coast, round Alresford. And then many times my brother-in-law lived there till he died. Some of his family still do. It's very lovely. And over the other side, the sand and then the trees. Let's put some in. I'll have to use another brush for that. I'll use this flat. I don't know why I call it flat. It's not very flat. It's more like a fill, but right. So a bit of burst yellow, a bit of ultramarine. Just put a bit on the sky, on the line, on the horizon. Ooh. I'm starting to do what I was trying to get away from. So abstraction, I don't want to do realism, but it's very hard to get away from that. Okay, that sort of do. Right, let's go back to the little brush, my 1-inch brush. Clean your brushes as you go. You're not going to use them, otherwise you'll lose them. Bit of Alresford mud. or muddy paint. I don't use any red. Can't say I like that very much. That's, want the water glistening. Just a touch of ochre in there. Bit better. Bit of scumbling here. Yeah, I live in suburbia. We've got parks, a lot of lovely parks, but not a wild landscape. You have to go in search of that or make it up from memory, which I do. There you go, a lot of mud. Low tide, you can pick sandfire. Sandfire. Bit of green, a bit of green in there. Bit of red. No, red. Paint's a little dry. Right, I'll leave that for a while. I'll go back onto this one here. Bit of ultramarine. Just let that dry a bit, and let's put in some landscape. Very strong yellow, that's cadmium yellow deep. Nice and lighter. Trees on the horizon. Now back into green. Let's try to make something that is attractive rather than representational. I'm trying to get away from representation of art for a long time. But it's good when you find somebody that paints the way you think you'd like to paint. But of course you can't copy, you can't plagiarise. You have to do your own thing, whatever that is. The red or white. Meadow. Now we'll put in some texture for some dark colour. I'm not happy with that background. It's too insistent, so I'm just letting that go. I'm going to go over the sky now, so we can get some nice light on there. Bit of sienna, well, burnt sienna there. Oops, they've been the wrong one there. Oh, I did. I might change all that. Didn't quite work, did it? So let's... You can quite easily cancel out what's underneath by glazing over the top. Not going to use too much water on this because it makes it buckle too much. It's just sort of palette grey there. Okay, let's line that up a bit now. Bit of ochre, I think. I love stippling. It's a real joy when it goes right. All sorts of colours in. Let's get in a bit of red, a bit of the Payne's grey. A little bit of texture there. That lovely yellow with white. Right, oh, that's quite nice. Now we've got a bit of that, bit of colour. Using that yellow, bit of red, I think. Just bang across the sky. Sort of texture in the sky. Got a bit of a more dark background. Shannon. Alright, I just want to get a bit light on that horizon, and then we can just scumble over the background there. You get what you want. Right, put those trees back a little bit. Right, okay, I think we'll call that one done. Not so the top one, I haven't worked that out yet, so let's get that bit of that blue back. And just get that out there. Didn't like it. Wasn't right. Don't know why it wasn't right, but it wasn't. That's more right. So distant hills. Make them a bit more distant, make them bigger. Okay. Like that. So we got rid of it. Oops, not there. There. That's already. I'm slowly going off the yellow ochre. Need some of that colour in here. A bit of red. That's that the other. Oh, that's quite a nice sky. Alright, let's get some trees in there. A bigger tree somewhere. Right in the middle. Mix a bit of red with that. The simplicity is what we're after, really. Yeah, maintaining a grip on the landscape. That's how it shows through. Right. Now we want a bit of a dull greeny in the background. So let's put some of that in. And restate that. We can put a little bit of a break in there, really. Right. I'll go back there with the dark. We want a foreground now. You get stuck on one area, just go somewhere else. Quite like that green, isn't it? But a bit of the Payne's grey though. Oh, let's brighten it up. Bit of red, bit of yellow, bit of white. And then we can just start messing about with it. Get nice and blurry there. Let's just get some of that Payne's grey back in here. We've all got our own way of painting things. It's when you start to copy, you know you're in the wrong area. There's a little copy, but more brilliance in there. Well, it's all rough ground, but it's obvious what it is. I hope it is. Just rough ground with some tree stuff. Right, okay, that's about it. I'll take the masking tape off, but before I do, I'm going to have to warm it up. Otherwise, there's so much tape on it, it's going to buckle. So, how long have we been doing this? 40 minutes. Oh. Right, okay, so take your headphones off, folks. Mute your sound. So I don't want to put a third edit in. Right, ready, go. mind you, pal Mark Atkins put me onto this one. Right, let's take that off. Right, see it comes off quite easily, but I've tucked it underneath. Oh, I'll take it off from here. But still be very careful when you do this. Right, okay. Be discarded. This one. Pulled off. Right? Oh, I'll take it on the other side. I wasn't careful enough. Well, that's okay because I can varnish that back. No real problem there. Take this one off. Quite tough, this one. It's 1.5 inch tape. A tile left it when after he finished doing a ceramic floor for us, and he forgot to take it. And I think it's a heavy duty one. This isn't. This is the ordinary masking tape, and I've put two. I've overlapped one on the other to make it wider. Because I'm getting a bit short of that. Oh, well, there we are. I've got two more very different paintings. But it's just the scumbling. It's so good. I'll show you how I varnish it now. I'll put the lid on the paints. I don't want them to come to grief. They will last till easily tomorrow. Really good palette this is. Oh, right, now varnish, so here we go. It's diluted, but if you over dilute it, it's not good. To put it at the top, it seals. Yeah, that's all right. Just bang it on. Put it to one side. Don't forget to do the lid up. And the household brush, like, let's just look at that, repaired. And this takes, well, not very long to dry. But it just gives you that finish, and it brings out colours a bit. But I don't use burnt umber. I can make burnt umber with burnt sienna and Payne's grey. Payne's grey is such a useful colour. Just lift off any bits of dust or anything. Oh, that's lost that little hair. Right, in the drink. We'll let that dry off. Anything I want to show you? No. I'm just stuck with landscape. I was asked by somebody whether I did houses and buildings, but street scenes, but no, I've no interest in doing that. There are plenty of people that are far better than me that can sort those sort of details out. But I stick to what I really enjoy doing. See this box, I've used it to prime and paint all sorts of acrylic projects there. I might soon go back to MDF panel. I've got three large sheets of it over there, and you don't even need to prime it really. You cut it to the size you want. And bit of a tip, if you want to frame your work, or you have a frame, cut the panel or the paper or whatever you're doing to the size of the frame. If you make it too big for the frame, then you've got to cut it down. So make your paintings for the frame. Right, now we're almost there, aren't we? That's hasn't dried completely. I'll give it another quick dry. So take your hats off, go. Right, now it's got some buckles in it, as you can see, but what I do, well, you can pull it tight. I have to pull it tight. And what I do is to put a piece of close the book up. It's all dry. It's all dry now. And I put a couple of bits of hardboard, masonite, on top of it, and then I put all my heavy cans of paint on top of it overnight, and it just takes out a lot of these ripples. So I'll photograph that as well and put it on Facebook. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed that little demonstration for a Monday morning. I'll put a bit of tape on it when I do the photograph, because it will show up. So just put a bit of that on around the corner there, just to hold it flat. There we are. Right, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.